Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try. A signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Joe Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go. 30 base. X3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
From the 41. Lock. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Corey Vedvik now set to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. They'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, Sam on. Ready?
On 2nd and 7. Lock gets it to Meredith, complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
50. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 52.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check three.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock Going deep here for Stills. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. This is Coleman with a grab. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Murray now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Bravo!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. late. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yes, yes.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On third and long, it's Locke. That's complete to Meredith. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is Shepard on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Locke now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Crunch time, defense.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This will be taken short, and he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
They're starting to witness time and time again. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Pettis. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going deep here for Stills. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Stills, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Going deep here for Stills. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Murray now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They will run again with Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Down. 18 Gator.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Get it.
To throw it is Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say This side of midfield.
On the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham, 46 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously a quick performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
Had some back. I had some bratwurst earlier.
Touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow. It's not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he falls complete. And he'll take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, Locke. Going deep here for Stills. Almost. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted up third. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, you just get that feel.
Yeah, we're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Murray with a third and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's second down. They run with Howard, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30.
He's the single returner from there.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
God damn, why you come in here, man, Erky? What you wanted? I mean, I was trying to understand what you came in here for.
Because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cards use the short field advantage as they cash in for 6. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Lock. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He may try and run for this. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Marr able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into that true?
Well, sometimes teams want to, coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Lions emerging victorious. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Back to Mixon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on. Yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Good.
Check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the